Okay, so this is the bit of a tutorial video for how I'm going to draw out our 2015 HPRacing new race trike. So I've already built a couple of sketches here, just a front and side perspective view. So obviously in the side perspective view you see the main things which are important to the trike. So we've got obviously a rear wheel here, front wheel, chain ring, single roller, derailleur, pulley wheels, so they represent where so you can get a good indication of where the chain line is going to go. So you can see here we've got 1200mm wheelbase, and then also a few other ones, 50mm ground clearance here, 310s for the bottom bracket height off the ground. This one here is just a representative at the moment of the seat shape we're going for. We've got a custom made mould which we've been working on for the last couple of months, so that will have to get imported correctly a bit further down the track. We've also got this member here which is part of our design. As you can see up here, it's this oval size tubing, so it's quite big, 35 by 70mm tubing. So we're going to aim to use that as two large, I guess, side rail panels for a backboneless space frame type design. So they'll come down and they'll actually go under the rear dropout, so we'll have rear entry dropouts down the back here. 420 is the tyre dimension for Kojak tyres. If you're using scorcher tyres, you'll have to look a little bit closer at the dimensions, and unfortunately if you're working within quite tight tolerances, especially for steering geometry, the rear wheel probably doesn't matter too much depending on how close you have your rear brake mount. You wouldn't be able to get scorcher in there if it's right on tolerance for a Kojak tyre, because your Kojak's 16 by 1.25 I think, and your scorchers are 16 by 1.35. Just have a slightly bigger bag, and that's a real personal preference. Some people prefer the Kojaks and some people prefer the scorchers, so 6 of one, half dozen the other. I prefer the Kojaks. I think you just get a lot better wear out of them, and I like the smaller contact patch they give, being in a slightly narrower tyre. So yeah, two front wheels, chain ring. This is dimensioned out 327, so that's actually an 81 tooth chain ring. So if you want to put in representative circles, the quickest way to do it is a chain has 1/2 inch pitch between eyelets, between rollers on the chain. So rough and ready measurement is the number of teeth times 12.7, which is 1/2 inch, and then that gives you your circumference. Divide that by pi, and then you ended up with your diameter of your circle. So you can see we've got 327, that should be 81 teeth, 101 there at the back, I'm pretty sure that's a 25, two little 10 tooth jockey wheels down the bottom here, and then this is also going to be a custom 12 tooth idler here. So I've already started drawing that up in another document, and I'll start the milling and lathing process for that during the week, so hopefully we'll get some pictures up on our Facebook page. So yeah, like I said, this is the side rail member, which, so you can see the seat will sort of go under, and then over that would have a steering arm mounted about halfway along, probably about 300mm from the cross member, which will be here. And then with the rear cog, the chainring, and the roller. Oops, that one. So you can see this is a cross section. This cross section here is essentially what our cross member would be. So you can see that the drive chain with this single roller setup is going over top of the cross member here, and then the return chain is under the cross member. So that'll be a dual roller setup in just running next to each other at the end of this one piece member, which I'm working on designing as well, to have the bottom bracket mounted to a single member with the drive rollers mounted at the other end of it. So all your main power from your drive power from your bottom bracket to that front roller is in one single tube. So it'll be quite a stiff member, obviously out of carbon, and it'll hopefully have really good power transfer from that front member to the front and only roller, and then down to the back. All the power shouldn't be too much loss through there. So this dotted line is sort of your representation of how it would connect in over top of the cross member there, and then down to the roller. So after you've decided on your your chain line, which is probably one of the more important things, you've got your wheelbase set out, seat design roughed in, bottom bracket height is very important. If you alter things like your bottom bracket height, your boom length from your cross member out to your bottom bracket, all these things are going to alter your chain line and also your roller placement. So we can just drag this forward more, and it's going to interfere directly with the cross member. And we drag it a bit further back, and you're going to get slightly less resistance on your roller, given the angle of attack